As Bailey and I cruised across town, I couldn't help but be amazed by the situation I was in. Out on my first date with the high school football star, wearing a dress, feeling and looking fabulous. Oh, yeah, if I need to remind you, I should probably mention I'm a boy. I gazed down at the new shape of my chest, my bra and falsies enhancing my bust. Down further to the hem of my dress, sitting just a couple of inches above my knees. I could feel makeup on my face and my hair tightly styled, the smell of my floral perfume in the air. I looked over and smiled at Billy as we drove on. Billy took us to a movie theater across town. Arriving, I was relieved to see it was not very busy. Quickly choosing a film, we found an empty row near the back of the screen and took our seats. I felt more comfortable now, safe under the cover of darkness. I admired my freshly painted nails as they shimmered in the occasional light of the screen. I couldn't believe they actually belonged to me. As I started to relax, I suddenly felt Billy's hand on top of mine. I bit my lip as he slowly intertwined his fingers. I let our hands rest together as if nothing had happened. A little later, my soda getting to me, I needed to pee. I tried to hold it, crossing my legs this way and that, but eventually I had to excuse myself, and I nervously headed toward the ladies' toilet. I cautiously stepped inside, but as most films were playing, it was empty. I entered a stall, lifted my dress, and pulled down my panties as I sat to pee. My boy part surprised me, springing out from where it was tucked beneath a panty liner. As I did my business, I heard the bathroom door squeak open and a gaggle of girls enter mid-gossip. Oh my God, who was that girl with Billy? She must be from out of town. I don't recognize her. I thought Billy was seeing Kathy. Whoever she is, I love her dress. That pink is fab. Listening to the girls talk about me was both exciting and terrifying. Exciting that I was passing as a female, but terrifying in what I was getting myself into. As they exited, I sighed with relief. I wiped myself dry, applied a new pad, pulled up my panties, and tiptoed out of the stall, adjusting my dress in the mirror as I passed. I returned to Billy and slipped my hand back into his. He accepted it without hesitation. My heart fluttered. What am I doing? I don't like boys, do I? Leaving the theater, we stopped at a diner. Finding a secluded booth, we ordered milkshakes and began to talk about the film. Eventually, Billy broached the subject of me dressing as a girl. He said that he wished he and his mother had as close a relationship as I did with mine. How, from the outside, his family seemed perfect, but how it was far from the truth. Not wanting things to get too heavy, I joked that maybe he should take more interest in her clothing like I did. He blushed furiously as we slurped the end of our shakes. Ending the evening, Billy pulled his car up outside my house. The engine off, we turned to each other. The silence was deafening. Billy reached out to me and fingered the material of my dress. Absent-mindedly, he said out loud, "I love this dress." Then quickly corrected himself, I love this dress on you. You look amazing tonight." We both laughed as I gently moved his hand away, saying, "Billy, it's getting late." Accompanying me to the doorstep, Billy said, "I really did have a great time tonight." Oh, Billy noticed a stray hair and tucked the loose strand behind my ear. He took this as the opportunity to lean in for a kiss. I closed my eyes and braced myself for the first kiss with anyone, let alone a boy. He surprised me by softly kissing me on the cheek. I feebly hugged him back as I did my best to escape anything further. I thanked him for a lovely evening and quickly darted inside. On the other side of the door, I breathed a sigh of relief, partially because of the tension of the good night, but also because I had gotten through the evening without anyone realizing I am not the girl I appear to be. Mother was eagerly awaiting my return. She wanted all the details, but in truth, I was exhausted. She relented. "Okay, sweetie, you can tell me in the morning. Don't forget to take off your makeup like I showed you." At school the following day, I was emptying my bag into my locker. The events of last night's date seemed a world away, when I saw Billy's sister and her cheerleader girl gang passing by. We locked eyes for a moment, and she stared me down. Usually, she wouldn't give me the time of day, which made me worry Billy had let something slip. Suddenly, she reappeared at my shoulder, Leaning in, she hissed into my ear, "I know what you've been up to, sissy." I froze. She continued, "You know, he's only seeing you as he's gay and can't admit it. No one better find out about this, otherwise you are dead." I trembled with fear. "One false move, sissy, and everyone will know what you like to wear at the weekend." She strutted away to rejoin her friends. I felt sick as I heard their laughter fading into the distance. When I got home from school, I headed straight to my room, only coming down for dinner later on. I wore jogging bottoms and a plain tee to the dinner table. Mother noticed my lack of feminine flair. "I know it's a weeknight and you've had a long day, but, sweetie, you don't quite seem yourself tonight." With tears forming in my eyes, I explained my run-in with Billy's sister and how she knows all about the date and me dressing up. Mother comforted me, saying this doesn't have to go any further. "It was fun to go on your first date as a girl, but do you really want or need a second date? It can still be a fun thing for you and me to do, but it doesn't have to turn your whole world upside down." I listened, but I don't feel much like talking. I kiss Mother an early goodnight and head back to my room for a restless night's sleep. The week returns to normal until after a few days of silence, I get a message from Billy. He apologizes for being busy, but if I'd like, I can come over to his house this afternoon. I ask if his sister would be there, saying I would be a little reluctant if she was, but Billy said not to worry. The invitation presented another problem. How would I dress? My relationship with Billy is based on me being dressed as a girl. I pause for a moment and ask him, "So, given that your sister might be there, how should I dress?" Billy said, "Look, to be honest, my sister found out about us, but believe me, I have a lot more to lose than you. Everyone thinks I'm this big stud. Can you imagine word getting out that not only am I dating a boy, but one who dresses like a girl?" That may be true, but I felt a little hurt that he was thinking of himself first. Saying that, I did smile when he said we were dating. He continued, "I know my sister can seem like a brat, but she was actually fascinated by everything I told her about you, and she is dying to see you dressed up." I wasn't sure if I believed him, or at least what she had told him. I didn't mention my little talk at school with her, so feeling brave, I said, "Yes." Mother picked a really cute outfit for me and helped with my makeup. I wore fitted short shorts in a zesty orange color and a simple white tee with my bra visible underneath. Arriving at Billy's house, his sister, Susie, was nowhere to be seen, and I immediately relaxed. We went to the living room, sitting together making small talk and watching TV. Then Susie made her presence felt. "Oh wow, the sissy is here! And don't you look pretty?" Susie said as she eyeballed me. Billy interrupted, "Susie, don't. We talked about this. Please be nice." Susie harumphed. "Fine. Actually, you do look good, sissy. Do you do your own makeup?" I sheepishly admitted that my mother had helped me, but I practiced every day after school. This seemed to break the ice a little. As the afternoon progressed, Susie kept telling me that she couldn't believe I was the same boy from school. "But now that I've seen you like this, it makes much more sense that Billy's attracted to you. You are as pretty and feminine as any girl I know." Billy interrupted again. "Susie, please, I don't want to talk about that." "Oh, shush you," she playfully hit back. I blushed and thanked her, returning the compliment. I told her I thought she is the prettiest girl at school, and definitely the best at makeup. She thanked me and said she would be happy to share some tips. "Billy, you don't mind if I borrow Sissy, do you?" Before he could answer, Susie grabbed my arm and dragged me upstairs to her room. As she showed me around, she was nice to me, for a while at least. She stepped towards me, examining my outfit. "This tee is so cute, and these shorts are so summery." I sensed her eyeing my crotch, I presume looking for telltale signs that I'm actually a boy. She seemed disappointed by my flat front below. "We look about the same size, you bitch," she laughed. "Want to play dress up? Take a look at my closet. I've got so many super cute dresses that I think you'd love." I turned and ran my hand through the racks of clothes. I hear her sniggering behind me. "Oh my God, You've got tampons in your purse? Sissy, is it your time of the month? I turned back to see her going through my bag. I stuttered that my mother likes me to have some just in case. Susie's demeanor sours. Just in case what? Your cock drops off and you suddenly grow a uterus? I'm close to tears and feel stupid, but I try to hold myself together. Having been a while, Billy decides to check in on us. Susie, I hope you are being nice to our guest. I mean it. Susie dramatically sweetened her tone. Oh, nothing, just trying on some outfits. Want to see how Sissy looks in this dress? You don't mind stripping in front of my brother, do you, Sissy? Billy, flustered, turns and leaves. Attempting to keep Susie happy, I slip into the dress. She moves towards me, adjusting the straps and smoothing out the skirts. For a moment, it feels almost sisterly, but in a flash, she flips up the dress and grabs at my crotch. She doesn't find what she's looking for, as I made sure to tuck myself properly, my maxi pad protecting my modesty. Her actions shock me, and I freeze up again, like in the school corridor. She stands nose to nose with me, smiling, and says sweetly, "All girls together." Shrugging it off, she turns and leaves. Alone, I let out a gasp. I feel violated, assaulted. I rip the dress from my body and grab for my shorts and top. I rush downstairs, past Billy. I mumbled something lame about being late for dinner and dash out the door. Billy, surprised, shouts after me, "Okay, cool, text you later." As I exited, Susie calls out to me, "Bye-bye, Sissy, don't be a stranger." As I walk home, I try to pull myself together, but my tears won't stop. There is only one thing on my mind. I need to get home. I need my mommy.